Arnav, I want to touch upon something quite sensitive actually. And this is what Kapil told me once. He said that no matter how good you are a person, fame finally gets you if you're an Indian cricketer and especially a superstar. And if I've noticed, and I come from a long lineage of superstars, unfortunately these superstars are not able to go beyond themselves. They're not able to look beyond themselves. And I doubt if they'll ever be big enough to look at our country and our democracy and the social service that is required. And I am so sorry that I have to make this statement on TV. But that is the truth according to me, and that is an inherent problem with the superstars in our country.
Well, I mean, there are several other people who also have 0% attendance, but yes, superstars sort of top that list. I'm taking another caller right now. That caller is now from Mysore. From Mysore, Anand is calling. Yes, Anand.
Yeah, good evening, Arnav.
Good evening.
Yeah, hats off to Sachin Tendulkar and Rekha for what they have done in the field. But here, they can take up this CWC case, as you have told, and the atrocities on women. These people can take up. Whatever debates Arnav is conducting and the panelists are speaking and Anand is speaking will not exert so much influence as these people influence through their counterparts in the parliament. They have to come out and whatever they are earning, they have earned so much. Now let them stop earning and start attending the parliament and take up the public issues.
Well, I think
they have to be full-time attendance they should have now.
Well,
otherwise they should get off parliament.
Well, they promised they would, Anand. The fact is that they are not doing it. And that's one of the reasons we are raising this question. But Khushbu, the point that Saad bin Jung made earlier, that it's all about money, he says. Eventually, what will matter to an individual is money. That argument will never be put directly by any of these people who don't attend. But do you believe it is true?
No, in fact, no, I wouldn't like to believe it's true, because even the other panelist who just spoke before this call came in where he said that superstars cannot look beyond themselves. I would like to remind him that when you look at the lineage of the history of politics down south, they all have been super duper stars in their own right, and they have served the people of their respective states. Now, coming back to your question, stars do look beyond themselves. I would like to ask a question to the government who had chosen that particular government and which party they represent in the Rajya Sabha.
Yeah, the Congress party. They don't represent the Congress party, but the Congress government made them a member.
The Congress government had chosen them.
Yes.
So why the government is not raising a question saying that we had put this responsibility on you? Respecting and with an understanding that you will be able to make a difference in the parliament, and you have been doing nothing. There is zero attendance. So why those particular people who had suggested, why Mr. Rajiv Shukla is not speaking about it, why whoever recommended Rekha ji, why they are not speaking about it, and when the panel had chosen that okay, Rekha ji and Sachin Tendulkar would be perfectly fine as Rajya Sabha members in the parliament, in the upper house, why they are not speaking about it, why they are not even raising a finger and asking them a question.
Absolutely.
We are sitting and debating whether Sachin Tendulkar
they're not. Good point.
Resign or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
They should get up and they should take up the responsibility and say we went wrong in deciding that these two people should be there in the parliament. Why are they not speaking up?
I mean,
she's absolutely right. Those who recommended their names have to answer now.
Yes.
Did they take a commitment from them that they will represent some kind of a constituency? Did they ask them what will you be doing them? Will you be there coming in the first place?
And what
will you be contributing? All those who recommended them are also answerable, not only Sachin and Rekha.
Precisely. Bimal Soni, you're changing your mind, I hope, on this subject.
Yeah, please.
You're changing your mind, I hope,
like
on this subject.
Here.
Yes,
I think we are being little harsh.
Harsh on whom?
Arnav,
harsh on
I think we are being too harsh. Sachin was nominated by the people. I think if you want this kind of an attendance from nominated people, make some norms. Ask them before they join. Make some compulsion, say 25% attendance. They may be celebrities, but open criticism will not go, because I know Sachin has been an introvert all his life. He hardly used to speak to newcomers.
Sir, he's one minute. One minute.
Not be able to do parliament.
No. 1 minute.
Introverts can attend the parliament. Introverts can attend the committees, and nobody is questioning why they got Bharat Ratna. Nobody is questioning that. We are not seeking any responsibility just because they were given.
I don't. What is
asking them about why are they accepting Rajya Sabha membership and not attending? Rajya Sabha is not comparable to Bharat Ratna.
I think he is still settling down. In my opinion, he was given Rajya Sabha a little prematurely. He has just retired. Give him 5-10 years to settle down. Then maybe had he been made Rajya Sabha member, he could have given more time.
I was just going to come.
No, 1 minute.
So if he has accepted it, it's not a fault.
No. 1 minute. Bimal Soni, you are arguing tonight. Now you are saying, but you know, Bimal Soni, there is also something about giving back to your country. You got a Bharat Ratna.
I agree.
You got a Bharat Ratna. You were honored by your country. Now 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. Sir, 1 minute, sir. You were honored with a Bharat Ratna. You were honored with a Rajya Sabha seat. You have the time now to inaugurate a shopping mall somewhere and to go and attend Wimbledon or do book endorsements and brand endorsements and charity dinners. But not to attend a whole session that's gone by even once. And 2 years have passed. You can't turn it. No, these two arguments you made tonight, let's get a response from Saad bin Jung. One, he's an introvert, and B, he was given the seat quite early. Well, if he was an introvert, he knew he's an introvert, and I don't think all Rajya Sabha MPs are necessarily extroverts. So that argument doesn't stick. If you thought you were getting it early, you should have said no. You should have said no.
That's a valid point as to when he got it.
No, Rajya Sabha nominations.
He got it from the Congress government at a very
you get a nomination after asking the candidate and seeking his permission.
Exactly.
Saad bin Jung, we're going to take a next caller after that. Yes, Saad.
There is no question of giving a Rajya Sabha seat prematurely. If you're playing for your country, even if you're 20, you're old enough to go there and represent your country. When you're playing for the board, it was completely different. You're not representing your country, but here you are representing your country and you have no business, I'm sorry,
absolutely,
not to be there. Because this is far, far, far bigger than representing
this argument is he got it a little too early. Now he's 41 now. Presumably he was 39 when he was 39. I know this Rita Prata Banerjee, you commented on it. He's probably 7 or 8 years younger to Sachin Tendulkar. It's all about what your commitment is towards that job. It doesn't matter whether you're 40 or 80.
I don't think the
question is the commitment out there.
I don't think it matters at all because people have been elected at the age of 27.
So,
and introversion and extroversion is not a point. Attendance doesn't require introversion or extroversion. Attendance to committees doesn't require introversion or extroversion. I think that is completely outlandish.
And there have been so many younger members of the Rajya Sabha than Sachin Tendulkar. I mean, he's not.
Sachin comes out of a cricket career which has been absolutely exemplary. He's got
Mr. Soni
coming up.
Playing cricket.
Yes, Mr. Soni.
Yeah, what you are taking it wrong. Till 39, he was playing 330 days in a year cricket.
Now is he playing cricket?
So he was playing cricket.
Now is he playing cricket?
11 months in a year he was playing
now is he playing cricket?
39 years of age.
Now he's playing cricket?
And in the entire budget session he had no match.
That's not the point.
And now he's got a lot of other activities.
That's not the point.
I can tell you one thing.
Sir, it's a question of
charity or any
a small point when you are a member of the Rajya Sabha. So
at the same time, he is settling in. I think this year and maybe next year, he would give a lot of time in Parliament.
No, you see, point is either I think Parliament brings in a minimum quorum percentage, they attend 20 to 30%, or I think you can have a very honourable exit and a resignation, saying I cannot keep up with my responsibilities of even attendance, leave alone participation. We're going to go back to Vinod Mehta in a minute, but before that, Maninder is calling in from Delhi. Yes, Maninder, good evening. Maninder, from Hyderabad, Maninder. Yes, Maninder, from Hyderabad.
Arnav, it's time that the government recovers the money from these celebrities who have zero attendance in Rajya Sabha, because these people are basically burden on the common man, because common man pays for their taxes, pays money to them to attend in the Parliament.
Yes.
So it's time that the government recovers the money back from these people, because a common man has been taxing a lot. It's been taxing a lot, and it's basically a burden.
No, you see,
these celebrities are just irresponsible, and they are only here because of glamour.
You see,
the political people have hired them just for glamour, and they are solely irresponsible. They don't care about the country, and that totally means they don't care.
Yes. Maninder, thanks for calling. Now, you know, they receive a salary. Now, the salary may mean nothing for Sachin Tendulkar or Rekha, but they get a salary, they get a daily allowance, they get travel allowances, they get travel concessions, they get a constituency allowance, they get amenities, they may or may not take it, and they also take a pension. So they're entitled to all of it. You can't turn around and say, well, I don't need it. Like Sachin Tendulkar can say, I never asked for the bungalow, I didn't even take it. That doesn't matter. You are in a position where you have that entitlement, hence it comes with certain responsibilities. At this last stage, no, at this, and by the way, I don't. If Sachin is been playing cricket till recently, it's been quite some time since then. Vinod Mehta, I just want to focus on whether there should be an option of compulsory attendance for at least some time, so we don't dishonor and disrespect the greatest democratic institution in the country, or a voluntary quitting. It's not going to be shocking, is it, Vinod Mehta, if these members of parliament voluntarily quit? In fact, it might set a good precedent. Then maybe some other celebrities who can actually do some work would get it. Yes, go ahead. Vinod Mehta.
Arnab, if they voluntarily quit and decide that they cannot give Parliament its attention, I think it's quite an honourable act. But if they don't voluntarily quit, keep continuing to be members of the Rajya Sabha, keep not attending, then the Speaker should have some kind of power to expel these people and say, my friend, you are not performing your functions, and therefore please go and we'll get somebody else in your plate. We can agree on what is the minimum quota of attendance that's necessary. I personally believe 30% should be the minimum.
Yes, you're supposed to.
I think don't try and defend the indefensible. Don't say extrovert, introvert. I mean,
busy.
If Sachin was offered the Rajya Sabha seat prematurely, he was old enough to say thank you very much. I won't take
absolutely,
it now.
He could have said
after 10 years.
Absolutely,
what stopped him from doing that?
Absolutely, and I don't think anyone's celebrity. Dalip Tahil. The point is, you know,
have a point. There should be a minimum basic performance, minimum expected.
No, we have fettered around
attendance like we used to have in school.
No. We have
don't show up. You can't do your
No. We have fettered around these politicians to this point where we almost, some people make us believe that we should be grateful to the celebrities that they ever consented to be MPs. And I feel somewhere that in modern India we should not do that level of iconoclasm. Where I think Sachin Tendulkar should have answered that question. I saw him there in that sequence with all reporters running behind him and saying, you're not attending the Rajya Sabha. He just walks away as if that's an irrelevant question. I think that's the most important question, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, that you need to answer. People are asking you, why did you become an MP if you didn't listen? And you can't just walk away from that. Then you need to walk away from Parliament itself. You can be the greatest celebrity on earth, but you cannot be a celebrity so big that you can continue to disgrace Parliament by not attending it at all in the way that you're doing.
Well,
now we have a few callers.
It is a huge privilege, and I think it should be respected.
It's a privilege to Sachin. It's not a privilege.
It's a privilege and a huge commitment.
No, but it's not a. It's a privilege.
Everyone.
It's a privilege for Sachin. It's a privilege for Sachin Dalip. It's a commitment he makes to our Parliament. If he can't keep up to that commitment, then you can't twist the line.
He does not elevate the status of Rajya Sabha by being there. No, he does not elevate.
I'm not trying to take away anything that it is Sachin's decision and he is mature enough to do it, but you cannot take the timing away in this situation.
Limited time. I think I'll let Khushbu come in for a minute. Yes, Khushbu.
I said it's not a privilege. Being member of parliament is not a privilege. It's a huge responsibility. You're representing a set of people who look up to you and believe that you are Sachin Tendulkar. You can bring in the change. You can do something for us. You're Rekha. We have worshipped you. You can bring in the change. You can definitely do something better for us. This is what people look up to you. What you have been as a star, what you have been as a superhero in the cricket field. But when you're a member of parliament, it has to, people do look up to you with that.
It has to override your financial commitments. And if you need to lose out on some financial commitments and brand endorsement, be prepared to do it because you've received the honor of being an MP and attending Parliament. 1 second. We are going to take a couple of more callers. Mr. Bhandari calling from Mumbai. Mr. Bhandari. Mr. Bhandari, just put your TV's volume on mute. Otherwise, we won't be able to talk. Yeah. Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Mr. Arnagul, I'm a very big fan of yours. Mr. Goswami, I'm a very big fan of you, Mr. Goswami.
Yes, Mr. Bhandari, thank you for watching the Newshour. Thank you for watching the Newshour. What's your question?
Sir, my sincere advice is that Ms. Rekha and Tendulkar, they must quit.
They must quit.
Resign.
Yeah.
Ms. Rekha and Mr. Tendulkar must quit the post.
You agree with what Vinod Mehta says? Otherwise, they should have some minimum attendance?
Yeah, that was, because of that, their minimum attendance. Because that was the biggest blunder. That was the biggest blunder by the Congress. Congress tenure.
Yeah.
Biggest blunder that was done by the Congress. The Congress tenure bus.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Bhandari, thank you for calling. Thanks for watching the news. You know, you look at all the callers tonight. Each and every caller. Bimal Soni, it should make you think. The mood of this country, Mr. Soni, is changing.
Okay. But what I would say...
Everyone's under question. Politicians are and celebrities will be too.
I am the one who said that we need that 25% attendance should be there from day one. And I think with today's debate, Sachin would back up, and basically Sachin is a slow starter. Let's take
2 years.
Still got 4 years. And I think in next 4 years you'll see a lot of Sachin in Parliament.
No, I think
I hope so.
I completely agree. We completely respect Sachin. He's a great guy. He should come out now and absolutely change this pattern immediately.
Absolutely.
I think so.
I think he can if he wants to.
For Rekha ji as
I
well.
think he can if he wants to.
They need to have to accept
they need to hear the voice of so many of our callers tonight. I thank you all for participating in this. That kind of iconoclasm is over in the India of 2014. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.